Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Karis. If you're new here, my goal through this channel is to help you overcome perfection, kill stigmas, and most of all, embrace your trauma. I do this by being super vulnerable with you about my own struggles. I know that it's really easy to think everybody has it together, mainly because as humans, we just don't really share the bad parts of life. So on this channel, I try to be real with you all. I try to share the struggles of my life. I used to have this problem with wanting everything to look perfect, and so I would just put on a smile on my face and only post on social media when I'm feeling great. However, the past couple of years I have dealt with a lot of past traumas, and I remember just thinking like, man, I really wish there was somebody out there that I could follow and see actually struggling, and I really didn't find that person, so I want to be that person for you. So if you want real content that talks about some real pains that people experience, then this channel is for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. But for today, I am going to talk all about glow-ups. Now, if you scroll through social media, especially TikTok, you probably have come across those videos that talk about their glow up, and usually they are talking about their appearance. Maybe they lost weight, or maybe they got rid of their braces and so on, and they feel like they have gotten prettier.
Taking off a skirt, let her wear my shirt before she leave. I'ma need my shirt back. Nigga, you know how.
Just wait till I glow up!
Oh, nah, nah, nah. Put your hands in the air if you're loving tonight. Oh, nah, nah.
And although those are great, I love those kind of glow-ups. I mean, who doesn't? Today's video is going to be a little different from the typical glow-up videos you might find on YouTube, because I am going to more so talk about how to glow up internally as opposed to external glow-ups. Also, the very last tip I'm going to share with you is super simple, but it is one of my favorite tips, and I wish that was something I could have been told at a younger age. So make sure you watch all the way to the end to figure out what that tip is. But for now, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. So yeah, let's just hop right into the video. Okay, so I have a total of 10 tips for you, and starting at number 1, I would say to embrace your trauma and your struggles. Now, this is probably a little odd, and maybe you've never even heard somebody say this, but if you think about it, a lot of times, why do we want to look prettier? And why do we want to lose weight? Why do we want to appear a certain way? It's usually because there is probably something internally that is telling us that we're not good enough, we're not pretty enough, we're not following the standards that the world has set for us young ladies. And if you don't really embrace that lie that your mind is telling you, then you're never actually going to conquer this need to feel prettier and glow up. Maybe you have had a mom that has constantly told you, hey, maybe you shouldn't eat that, implying that you need to lose weight. Or maybe you've had a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend, who has told you look prettier as a blonde than as a brunette. I don't know what it is, but I guarantee you, until you conquer those traumas that has been set in you, you're never going to be able to be good enough. So my very first tip for you is embrace those little lies that your mind is telling you. Don't think that they're not there, because they are. And until we embrace those little lies that society has fed us, then we're not gonna know what it is we are trying to fix. Okay, so the second tip I have for you is just realize you don't have to have it all together. I know this is so much easier said than done, but it is so important to keep this in mind. I know society, once again, like I said earlier, has fed us a lot of lies of what we're supposed to look like, where we're supposed to be in life at a certain age, what we should be doing with our life at certain ages, and it's just so hard to live up to those standards. Personally, as a college student, I have felt like I need to have a plan as to what I'm going to do after college, and I need to have the next internship lined up. I need to have a job that's going to set me up for my future, and that is typically because that's just kind of like what society's norm is. Like, you're told you go to college, you do this, you do that, and it's just so hard to live up to those standards. And so my advice to you is, whenever you see people on social media post about their accomplishments, or you see a really pretty girl on social media, don't instantly go to, oh man, like, I'm really failing here, I need to do better to look like that. No, you can't do that, because you're literally seeing somebody's highlight. You are scrolling through people's highlight reels. Those people are not posting pictures of themselves on day they feel bloated or on days they feel ugly. Those people are not talking about the failures that they just experienced before getting that job or whatever. So we have to realize we don't have to have it all together. We can't compare ourselves to the highlight reels of people's lives. And most of all, like, we don't have to follow those standards the world is setting for us. We don't have to follow the rules of life. We can come up with our own rules of life, because we're never gonna make everybody happy. For real, like, we cannot keep feeling like we have to be perfect, because perfect is non-existent. Okay, so another way to have a glow up is to stop following the crowd. Now, I know, especially in high school or even college, it's a little hard to not follow the crowd, because we typically see a group of people we strive to be, the popular crowd. And if the popular crowd is wearing a certain thing, acting a certain way, like, you're going to want to follow that crowd because you want to be accepted into that group. However, that is not going to give you a glow up. Yeah, maybe you'll feel like you can fit in, but are those people really the kind of people you want to be around? Do you really actually want to wear those jeans those people are wearing? Like, is it even gonna matter in a couple of years? Probably not. And is it even going to be on trend in a couple of years? Like, I remember in junior high, everybody had those shirts that literally said like Hollister or Abercrombie or American Eagle, like, across the chest. And I remember thinking, like, man, I really want those shirts, because that's what all, like, the pretty girls are wearing. And now I look back to it, I'm like, what the heck, those were hideous. Like, why did I think that was cool? So just kind of think about that whenever you're wanting to follow the crowd just to feel like that's what will help you look prettier or to fit in. It's most likely, for real, not even gonna matter in a couple of years, and you're not really glowing up, because you're just conforming to society's norm and standard. Number 4, stop trying to please everybody, because you can't. This is a really hard one for me to follow through, because I am a huge people pleaser. But I realized, like, when I was trying to please everybody, I kind of lost, like, who I was. I didn't even know what I liked. I didn't even know what my thoughts and opinions were on certain issues and topics, because I just thought, like, I needed to do whatever everyone else around me was doing and telling me. So you can't please everybody. And this was really hard for me to actually overcome, because one of the people whom I was trying to please were family members. And it's one thing to just be like, okay, screw you all, to, like, friends or, like, society's standards, but it's hard to do that with family, because at the end of the day, you want to make your family members proud of you. You don't want to go against their wills. You don't want to have any issues and drama within family members. But sometimes you have to realize, even with your family, like, you can't please them all. You can be respectful. You can try your best to do what it is that they want you to do. But if it comes down to, like, it's just making you miserable and you are just completely changing who you are to please them, then it's not worth it. Okay, so if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you never miss out on videos like this in the future. Also, I just want to say, every time you all interact with my video, like giving it a thumbs up or commenting down below, it helps a lot within the YouTube algorithm. One of my biggest goals is I want my videos to be seen by a lot of people, not because I want to be famous, but because I really think a lot of the stuff I have to say are things a lot of women need to hear, and they are things that aren't really taught by most people nowadays. So it really helps when you all interact with my videos, because then the algorithm picks it up and shows it to even more people. And so yeah, Thank you so much for helping me share my story and my mission to many, many people. In the beginning of the video, I told you all I would share 10 tips with you. I'm at number 4 and I'm already at like 10 minutes, and I don't like my videos being any longer than 15 minutes because let's be honest, who wants to sit and just like watch a 30-minute long video? Like I'm not about that life. So I'm going to share my very last tip with you because like I said earlier, that one was like my favorite tips, but I have like 5 more tips afterwards that I was going to share. And those are actually like the really good ones, honestly, which is why I kept them towards the bottom of the list. But I don't want to make this video super long. So how about I make a part 2 to this video? So if you like this video a lot, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know, and I will do a part 2 where I share the rest of the list with you because I really think you guys, if you liked this one, you're gonna love this next one. So I'm going to share the very last tip with you, but if you want a part 2, make sure you comment down below and let me know. Okay, so drum roll please. And the very last tip I have for you is be nice to yourself. I know this is just very simple, but we are so bad about being nice to ourselves. So I don't know about you, but personally, I am my own biggest critic. I am so hard on myself, and this is something I have been trying to work on recently, is just going easy on myself. I don't need to be so hard on myself because the world is already hard enough on us. If you think about it, like there's nobody else that's going to care about you than you yourself. And for a long time I used to think that was selfish to care about myself, but it's not, because I've noticed when I am in a good place, then I'm able to pour into others' lives and be there for them. Don't critique yourself for every little thing that you see going wrong. Don't tell yourself you look ugly in every outfit that you buy when going shopping. Don't tell yourself that you're going to gain weight every time you put food into your mouth. Don't tell yourself that you're not worth it, because you are. And I know this sounds super cliche, but you're literally the only you on this earth. And maybe you think you are not worth living or you are not worth being important, but you are. Like, God created you in His own image, and you are here because He wants you to be here. You are loved by Him. You matter. And so if you sit there and tell yourself that you're not good enough, eventually you're gonna believe it. You're gonna think you're not good enough. And that's why so many times we then turn into, well, what can we fix outwardly? How can I look prettier? How can I look skinnier? Because internally we're just hurt and broken. And in order to heal that, it really comes from within. We have to tell ourselves that we are good enough. You have to tell yourself that you are pretty enough, and you are so much more than what the world expects you to look like outwardly. But for real, I mean it. You are special, you are worth it, and please be nice to yourself, because that's where a glow up begins, is when you start treating yourself with respect. Okay, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. Again, don't forget to comment down below and let me know if you want a part 2 to this video, because I have so many more great tips to share with you all. Also, if you did enjoy the video, again, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button so you're notified every time I post a new video. I'm also super active on Instagram if you want to go ahead and give me a follow there. But that is it for today. If you want to, you can check out these 2 other videos that I will have somewhere on the screen. And until next time, bye!